What's up, Pokemoshpitbeta? This is Battlepower777 here, bringing out a Pokemon Nerd Wi-Fi battle. And this is a 3rd gen battle, actually, that I had against AceStarThe3rd. Now, last 2 battles I posted were 5th gen, but I also do 3rd gen, so I wanted to showcase this battle. So, he's gonna lead off with Suicune, he's gonna lead off with Jolteon. I obviously have the advantage, so I am not going to go for the obvious move, because, I mean, he is obviously going to switch. So I'm just gonna go for the substitute to scout what he's gonna do. And unfortunately, he does have a Venusaur on his team, so this is actually kind of a threat, because Jolteon can't do much to it. But I do have Hidden Power Ice, so I'm just gonna test to see how much that does. So I'm gonna go for the Hidden Power Ice. Yeah, tongue, like that was weird. Anyway, gonna go for Hidden Power Ice. I'm gonna do a lot, but unfortunately, that's a crit. I mean, it's actually unfortunately for me because I see that normal Hidden Power Ice won't do like anything to Venusaur, because Venusaur is pretty damn bulky. You know, since in 5th gen it's used mostly for attacking purposes, the Venusaur used to be bulky as hell, and it honestly still is. Anyway, I really can't do anything to this Venusaur, so I'm gonna decide to go to my Scizor. Because first of all, I know he's gonna go for the Sleep Powder, and I really did not know which Pokemon on my team was most useless. It was either Weezing or it was Scizor, but I guess I went to Scizor to see if I could maybe pull off a lot of damage and kill it off in one hit. I think that's probably the reason. But in either case, though, he's going to go for Synthesis, and I honestly did not see that coming. I felt like he would just Sleep Powder right away and go for Leech Seed or something. But no, he actually heals himself, which is a really good play on his part. But I'm going to go for Choice Band and Silverwind. Yeah, Choice Band and Scizor in 3rd gen. I mean, it's not a bad idea, but, you know, since no priority, it's not that great. But I'm going to go for the Silverwind, trying to see how much it does, and also trying to get that boost, you know, the super boost with the attack, you know, that raises all the stats. Unfortunately, I don't get it, so I'm going to have to go for it again, and this time, I believe I do get the boost, but unfortunately, I don't take him out. I guess I got, like, min damage on that last Silverwind and got, like, normal or max on this one. But in either case, I get put to sleep. So now, that boost is basically for naught because I can't, you know, do anything with the Scizor since it's asleep. Now, I really should have stayed in here, you know, trying to wake up, because right now it's obvious he's going to go for the Synthesis. So I'm gonna, so I really should have stayed in and just kept trying to go for Silverwind, as, you know, since I'm boosted, I can hurt him for a lot of damage. But in either case, though, he's gonna switch out, and he's gonna go, and he's gonna go for Synthesis. He's not gonna switch out. I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna go into my Houndoom, and I know he's gonna switch out into his Suicune, because I have Fire Blast. He does not want his Venusaur to die, so he definitely does not want to, you know, let it die. So he's gonna go into Suicune as I go for the Crunch. Now, I really should have went for the Hidden Power Grass. I really have no idea why. I guess because I was thinking maybe he'd stay in, but he had no reason to, so I really should have went for Hidden Power Grass, and that was a poor play on my part. But now, I'm gonna go into my, I'm gonna go into my Milotic, because Milotic can, wall this thing to, like, hell, unless he has Hidden Power Electric, which many don't, but, you know, maybe he does, but still. In another case, though, he's gonna go for Calm Mind, and I'm like, I have to Toxic the Suicune, or I am not going to get anything done in this match. So, I'm gonna go for Toxic, and he's gonna go for a +1 Surf, and it really is not gonna do much. It's gonna do maybe, like, 1/5. I think it's even less than 1/5. But in either case, I missed the Toxic, which really sucks, because now he's not going to get residual damage. Now, I'm aware that he probably has the rest, but the thing is, he didn't even use it this match. But I feel like he won't want to take a Toxic, so he's going to switch into his Venusaur, predicting a Toxic. And since Venusaur is super effective against Milotic, you know, I thought that was a really good play. But he's actually going to switch into his Metagross, so I was like, crap. Well, at least that guy didn't go for the Toxic, because it doesn't affect him. But I go for Ice Beam. I was hoping for some kind of freeze hacks, and here I automatically suspected to be banded. I was thinking, like, why would you bring in Metagross to Milotic, because you still won't be able to, you know, knock it out. Then I'm thinking Explosion, and considering how well my Milotic checks his Suicune, I think he wants my Milotic on. So I decide that Weezing is probably the most useless thing on my team, and if anything, if he goes for Meteor Mash, I can probably Will-O-Wisp the Metagross. But he does just go for the Explosion. He does take out the Weezing, because, you know, Explosion isn't nerfed in this gen, and it actually does have defense, so it just completely and utterly obliterated me. So Now I'm gonna go into Jolteon, I believe, because it's the fastest thing on my team. So I really, that's probably the thing that I should really go into. So exactly what I do, as I believe at this point he's gonna send out no, wait, hang on, I actually don't remember. I think it is Snorlax, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is. Okay, so sorry for that, but you know, 3rd gen kind of the recording, it has the connecting thing. Anyway, so I'm gonna go. He's gonna go into Snorlax, and I'm like, all right, since this thing is massively specially bulky, I cannot stay in with Jolteon, and I'm gonna have to go into my physical attacker, which is Flygon. I mean, I would have really went into Scizor, but unfortunately, that thing's asleep. But I decided to go to Flygon because I was fearing the Earthquake. I did not want to, you know, go to Houndoom. I didn't want to keep Jolteon, and because I was thinking that maybe he has Earthquake, and he does. So I'm gonna go for the Earthquake of my own before he can, you know, curse up and, you know, pretty much sweep me, because I was afraid of him cursing too. So gonna go for Earthquake, and I do get a crit. Now that was really, well, it was pretty lucky and awesome, because now I can just take out the Snorlax the next hit. He goes for Body Slam. It doesn't do much to me because this Flygon is kind of a weird EV spread. It has Substitute as max HP. It's a weird EV spread, but it's pretty good. So I'm going to go for Earthquake yet again. You know, I'm not going to predict the switch. I really have to take out this Snorlax before it's able to cause, like, extreme harm to my team. So he's going to go into Suicune as I go for the Earthquake. And it's not going to do anything to Suicune since, you know, most are defensive and bold-natured. So now I believe I'm going to switch. I'm actually just going to switch out because I am scared as hell of the Ice Beam. If he goes, you know, Ice Beam is going to easily take me out. But here I'm contemplating between Jolteon and my Milotic, because Jolteon has Pitaya Berry. So if he knocks me down to Pitaya range, my Thunderbolt can do so much damage to his Suicune. It's ridiculous. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for. But eventually I do decide to go into my Milotic, as it's the safer play. And if he goes for Calm Mind, my Jolteon is pretty much screwed. But he actually predicts my Milotic switch and goes into Snorlax, and I'm like, okay, I guess you can set up on me. And I really don't want to switch, as you know, he can go for Curse or something, and I'm terrified of it. And right here I'm thinking he's gonna go for Rest, so Toxic is pointless. So I go for Surf, you know, thinking he's gonna rest up and I'm gonna have a lot of trouble with the Snorlax. He goes for Self-Destruct. I did not see that coming for some reason. I don't know why I didn't, but I was just so scared of the Rest and the Curse-Lax that he goes to Self-Destruct and fully just takes out the Milotic. And now I am missing my Suicune check. So I am in a really bad predicament at this point. But it is 4-4, but he definitely has the advantage as my Scizor is asleep. And Scizor definitely could take on that Suicune, but like I said, it's asleep, and I really should have stayed in it against it for Venusaur, because he has Sludge Bomb and probably a Grass move, and it would not have done anything to Scizor. So yeah, that's water under the bridge. I can't do anything about that. But I go into Jolteon as he does go into Venusaur, so I believe I'm gonna stay in. Actually, yeah. So I'm gonna go into sorry about that. That was really unprofessional. But another case though, I'm gonna go for the Empower just to see, you know, how much it does. Like, I know of like the approximate ballpark of what it would do, but I really don't have much to do. I was afraid of the Sludge Bomb, and Houndoom is so, like, Houndoom cannot take physical hits whatsoever. That's why I didn't really switch into it, because I was fearing the Sludge Bomb. But at this point, I'm like, alright, he's probably gonna go for the Sludge Bomb, but maybe I can take that Pitaya Berry, you know, I can take a Pitaya boost, my Pitaya Berry, like, as an advantage, because I have Baton Pass. I can Baton Pass into Houndoom. I'm just hoping his Sludge Bomb won't kill me, but unfortunately, the Sludge Bomb does not take me down into Pitaya range, so I was like, crap, now my Jolteon's dead. But then I realized that I do have enough HP to make a substitute, so I do exactly that. I go for the substitute. I think I actually took my calculator out and calced how much subs I can make at that point. That was kind of dumb. Anyway, I go for sub, and he actually predicted my switch and went for the Leech Seed. So that was a better play than that went better than I even expected. I thought he'd just take out my sub, but no. I got a sub, and I also, you know, got a Pitaya boost. And at this point, I'm like, this Houndoom can pretty much, like, cause a lot of trouble to his team. I don't even know why I went for the Hidden Power here. I should have went into Houndoom. But in either case, I went for Hidden Power Ice, trying to see how much it would do. And, okay, yeah, I remember why I did this. Sorry. The This kind of happened while going to long battle, so it's kind of hard to remember. I apologize for that. But I go for Hidden Power Ice, and I wanted to scout how much it would do, because with +1, maybe it could do enough to take him out. You know, maybe 2 hits is enough to take him out. And that would be the case, but unfortunately, I believe that the leftovers would leave him into a tiny range to live. So I cannot take that risk, and I have to Baton Pass out into my Houndoom to keep my Bataya Berry boost. And now Houndoom could, Houndoom can take full advantage of that, can take full advantage of the Bataya Berry boost. So now it's at +1, a +1 special attack, and it's pretty much ready to wreak havoc. So here I'm gonna go for the Hidden Power Grass, predicting Suicune to come back in, because I thought he wouldn't want to take Fire Blast, but he makes a great play and predicts me to do that, because the first time this happened, I predicted a Suicune switch. So he's like, why shouldn't I do that the second time? And he makes a great play. He stays in, goes for Sludge Bomb, does half to my Houndoom. I got scared as hell when that happened. But now, I'm like, alright, I really can't take the risk. And the fact that I'm at +1, maybe Suicune would take a lot of damage from Stab Fire Blast. So I'm going to go for Fire Blast. And luckily for me, he's going to stay in. Well, you'll see, because, Link standby and stuff. But in either case, he does stay in. I'm guessing he was thinking I'd go for Hidden Power Grass again. Or there's no again, going against it. He was thinking I'll go for Hidden Power Grass or Crunch again. But no, I had to go for the safe play here. I did not want Houndoom to go down with a +1 boost. But unfortunately, he has a Dogio. Dogio is really fast, and it's really powerful. And I automatically basically assumed that this thing was banded. So I go into my Scizor to take. I was hoping he'd go for the normal move, but no, he goes for the flying move. He goes for Drill Peck. So I was like, crap. All right, Scizor can't take these hits too well, and automatically it's a 2-hit KO. I really should have went for Quick Attack, but you're gonna see that it really won't matter. But still, Quick Attack could have done some damage to it, and also into the Pokemon that he's gonna switch into right now. Right now, he's gonna go into his Espeon, and I really did not understand why he did this. That Dogio could have pretty much, honestly, that Dogio could have probably wrecked my team. But he just stays, he just switches out and goes into his Espeon. So I was like, okay, that's really weird. So he goes into Espeon, as I'm going to go for the Silver Wind again, but then he has Hidden Power Fire, and I did not see that coming whatsoever. Like, I don't even know why Espeon would have Hidden Power Fire in his moveset. But in either case, my Scizor's down, so I'm like, alright, since this Espeon is Hidden Power Fire, and it definitely has Psychic, and since Hidden Powers are like Hidden Power Fighting and Ground were physical in this game, I knew Espeon didn't have it. So I knew my Houndoom pretty much resisted everything that this Espeon had on his team. So I go for Crunch, pretty much predicting him to switch. I mean, not predicting him to switch. I just go for Crunch to do a lot of damage to him, and if he'd switch out, he'd still take a lot of damage from anything that's on his team. But he goes for Calm Mind, and I was like, why'd you do this? Then I automatically thought Baton Pass. He's gonna Baton Pass to his Suicune, and he's gonna attempt to sweep. So I got scared as hell. But luckily, I do get the Spadef drop, which means that my moves will still do normal damage to this Suicune. And then I automatically see the Baton Pass, and I'm like, crap, this Suicune can probably just destroy me right now. So I go for Crunch. I do a decent chunk. I'm not +1 anymore, unfortunately, but I do a decent chunk. And I was thinking that after this, HP Grass can be a 2-hit KO, and I was just hoping that Houndoom can take a +1 Surf and Suicune, and maybe he can, because Houndoom does have a lot of special defense, and I think I'm a little bit invested in it. So I was hoping I could take a hit. I outspeed, so I go for Hidden Power Grass. I get the crit. Now that was pretty crude. I mean, it mattered a lot, because if you went for Calm Mind, I doubt a second Hidden Power Grass would kill it, and if you went for Surf, I might have died, but I might not have. So I wasn't sure. But in either case, he goes into Dogio, and I really don't know what to do. I have no safe switch, and my Jolteon's about to die. I have to keep my Jolteon alive to outspeed his Pokemon. So I go into, I go for the Fire Blast, maybe hoping I could live a Drill Peck, but he has Hidden Power Ground or Grass or whatever that was. So, thinking that, not Grass, I mean, Hidden Power Ground or Fighting, how would Grass hurt Houndoom? Anyway, I go into my Flygon thinking that that's HP ground, because a lot of flying types do have HP ground to you know, for coverage. So I'm gonna go for Rock Slide, you know, trying to do Dogio, or maybe even kill it, hopefully kill it. But he does switch out, he goes into Espeon. I do miss Rock Slide, but you know, it didn't really matter too much, honestly. I mean, unless Rock Slide would kill that Espeon, that actually kind of did matter. But in either case though, I go for Earthquake, you know, I'm going to take out the Espeon as he goes to the Psychic. Psychic does do a lot. I was actually scared it would clean one-hit KO me, but, I mean, Flygon, this Flygon's kind of bulky, and it can definitely take one Psychic. In either case, though, I take out the Espeon with Earthquake, and all he has left is Dogio, and I'm like, alright, so, I was like thinking that I won this battle. I'm like, awesome, this is my match. Even if my Flygon dies, my Jolteon can definitely take out the Dogio, since it does outspeed. But he has Choice Band and Quick Attack, and I was like, what the fuck? Holy shit. Like, he has Quick Attack, and I did not see that coming from, like, I didn't see that coming at all. And that's when I realized I lost the battle. I was like, holy crap. That Quick Attack just won him the battle. I like how Quick Attack is just like such a standard, you know, priority move, and it's kind of crappy nowadays. But back then it was so good. Like, I have it on my Bandit Scizor. But in either case, he kills me off with 2 Quick Attacks. I can't do anything, and he takes me out with my Jolteon with another one. So that was a great game, AceStarThe3rd. You know, it was really close. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Sorry for my sort of lackluster narration. I tried my best. And it's a 17-minute video, so it's kind of long and hard to narrate. But I really do hope you guys enjoyed this awesome battle. Make sure you check out my channel. My Ace card broke, so I won't be able to upload 5th gen battles for, like, at least for a while. But I'm just going to be doing 3rd gen. I'm going to be finishing up my Emerald Nuzlocke. So if you guys are into 3rd gen, and, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone's seen enough Emerald Nuzlocke, so I'm sorry for that. But if you guys are into 3rd gen, and, you know, 5th gen later on when I get my Ace card, you know, or my new Ace card, you know, if you guys are into that, make sure to check out my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you, Pokemoshpitbeta, for uploading this battle. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all later.